Hey Taurus, it's Jen with Lady Tarot 911. Let's get going and look at what is going to be happening for you in February. You're gonna have some deeper emotional connections, probably due to the Jupiter expansion. And I guess if you're finding it hard to get grounded, try and get out into nature or do some meditation. I think that I was looking at the dates. Tomorrow is Venus in Aries. That's going to push emotions and push forward, drive forward a lot of the stagnancy that has been occurring. And so I think with that drive, and then also, what was the other one that I was looking at? The Leo full moon, which is next week on the 12th. Those are going to help you in the deeper emotions, like digging deeper. Taurus, just know that there might be a little bit of a challenge. There is for everybody at the beginning of February and actually the beginning of 2025 altogether. Just be aware of that. But sorry, I'm going to check one other date here. I know that there's one other. No, I guess that, well, on the 7th, but I'm going to go ahead and do a read on the 7th or before the 7th because that is big energy. That's a big one. Things might get weird with that one. Anyways, okay. What is the message that you want me to give to Taurus for February 2024? Okay. Fishbowl. I think you might be the first one to get that one. Fishbowl, and let's see, third eye blind. You're not the only one to get that one. That one I believe was in the main February read. I got my others. Yep. Oh, you get how many are here? You get 4. All right, you're the first sign though to get 4. So this was the next one to come out. I'm golden. I know there will be some correlation here. And what goes around comes around. Okay. You've got 3 different colors happening here. You've got more of this yellow. This is interesting. What I see here, this is a 5, a 6, an 8, and a 4 card. And I think actually these go together like this. And the reason I say that is because 5 and 6 is 11. These are 11. And this is a progression with 8 and 4 being a 12. Now, and another reason is I think that, well, if you look at these 2 cards, the color of the moon, the color of her hair, right? The icy blonde. And then this whole card they're all the same color. And she's only got one eye here. Sorry, the moon and the colors and the color of her hair and the fishbowl, but she's only got one eye poking out. There's the third eye. So this has a lot to do with the third eye. There could be some recognition or epiphany moment maybe, or even an awakening to intuition or to your intuition, or a drive forward because of your intuition around because there's 2 moons here. Oh yeah, maybe on the new moon or on the full moon and on the new moon and on the full moon, there's going to be something that happens for you, Taurus. So then let me tell you what those are. I was looking at the Leo full moon. I mentioned it when we first started. Leo full moon is on the 12th of February, and the Pisces new moon is on the 27th of February. An awareness, there's intuition that'll be happening, this recognition of what your intuition is telling you on during these moon energies. And then this is a recognition and awakening as well. I'm not getting a lot on this, so we're gonna have to wait on this one until I can clarify. I'm not getting a lot with these 2, and I don't know why. But these 2 coordinate, and I believe it is about some type of intuition that's going to be transforming for you in the month of February on the moon activity, like the big moon transits, the full moon and the new moon. But let's find out what your archetype energy is, and I'll see if it coordinates with this one. If not, this might be another energy that's attached to you in February. All right, what is Taurus energy, archetype energy in February? I'm sure something will come to me here soon. Gold plated. What does that say? Karma. Like that. I don't have my contacts on. For Taurus, the energy, okay, clown. And then is this the same? Oh. No, I'm not going to pull another archetype energy. And I'm being told that actually this goes like this. 4, 5, 6, 7. That was the missing piece. And 8. Just like that. Because I noticed when at the beginning of the read that they were a little mixed up and I was going to put them in order, but then I found these two. But these two, that brings me to a separation in this manner. I told you I didn't understand the connection between these two, but you've got blue here. You've got around, what goes around comes around. If you guys can see this, right? Hopefully that's on camera. Maybe I'll bring it down here more. There we go. What goes around comes around, right? You've got the round moon, and then you've got like the blues. And this to me is what possibly you could have been feeling that, and your intuition is starting to tell you. I'm starting to get the story now. Your intuition around these moon energies, okay, are going to start talking to you. Your intuition is going to start talking to you, and it's going to start confirming what you've been feeling about this situation, this pattern, this person's behavior, the cycles, this around and around and around, and it just is not stopping. And you feel, somebody feels trapped, whether it be you or an energy attached to you, but there's this, through this awakening of because she has 2 third eyes, right? There's only one, technically it's her regular eye, but there's only one showing here. So that can be symbolic. Maybe you weren't listening to your intuition about taking action, but now because you recognized, either you or somebody attached to you recognized this round and around and this pattern that was like never ending. But even though your intuition was talking to you, you didn't want to take action. So you stayed still, right? You'd have to stay still if you had that fishbowl balancing on your head. You would have to stay still. Well, it started out colorful, like circuses or carousels are really colorful. It warned you that the color was fading, and like in the universe said intuition or the person connected, if it's not you, it's the person connected to you. The color was fading and you needed to take action. And that 5 change, there was change because there was a stable situation, but that's coming to an end. The steam, it's like running out of steam, and change was needed. Action needed to be taken. However, it wasn't. And so it's drained you of any color. There's been overworking, overgiving, sacrificing yourself, right? And there's a reflection of this with the 2 eyes. There's a transformation with the butterflies. You're going from what you thought was stable now coming to an end, being exhausted, right? Stagnancy, scared to move or make any change or take action. There's not a lot of passion here, even though it surrounded you, or you knew you were supposed to take action, or the person who's attached to you, the energy attached to you, knew that they were supposed to take action, but they didn't. And now they're waking up to this, they're transforming because they're waking up to the fact that they've been completely sacrificing who they are, their authenticity, or your authenticity, and between the new moon and the full moon, there's going to be this realization and this acknowledgement, this awakening, the third eye opening. Now, this clown energy, I'm going to clarify this, but this could be the energy that you were dealing with that was like a trickster. You've got clown here and you've got merry-go-round, right? And I talked about circus. So this clown energy is what's been blocking you, but it has to do with this what goes around comes around, because they're in the same type of like entertainment genre, right? The circus or the amusement, and these two energies go together. So it's this person's energy, this clown archetype energy. This could be you, Taurus, if it connects, where it's just saying that this person would rather laugh at themselves or be silly, laugh when things are too serious, or when emotions are shown, because it's easier to deal with things in that manner. And it's the same pattern they've always done, because they are blocking either you, this is you, and you're blocking seeing how rare and wealthy in value you are, being golden, right? And this realization, this waking up, this courage that you have to see you in a vulnerable position or a vulnerable state, to really see your authenticity. I keep using that word, your authentic state of golden, and the seeing the patterns, because you understand that you're not valuing yourself. You haven't been valuing yourself. But this energy of, this could be all you, Taurus, this energy of of finally understanding with this awakening, having the courage to see things as they are and see your value being gold, right? Your weight in gold. Everything you touch turns to gold, because you've lived so long in this energy of just clowning around to make things lighter so people didn't feel uncomfortable. And it has really made you feel like you're living in a fishbowl looking out. And this is the same pattern that's gone around and around, but this has now completely drained you. And at the moment that it actually drains you of all of the color and becomes this just neutral blah color, is the minute that you start transforming. All right, let's look further into this. And it's progressing. So this energy is progressing. Wherever you are at in this energy in February, you could be way back here and haven't hit this yet, but you know what to kind of expect. Or you could have already rode the river through this energy and already have discovered this about yourself and are making changes in February. Connect it to your story where it fits. But tell me what you want. What messages do you want me to give to Taurus regarding this energy, this new discovery? Of course, big old lion. There is make the effort, and hold on just a second. Romance. Oh, look at that. Those colors coordinate. I had another reading where they coordinated down this way. I can't remember which one that was. It was Virgo. And no more shuffling. So then reconciliation, friends, single. Okay. Oh, and then I'm supposed to look at the bottom. Oh, making the effort. 2 of making the effort. I've doubled that deck. That looks good. That looks good. This is telling me that making this effort of stopping, like this steam on this merry-go-round, stopping this behavior and stopping this merry-go-round from going around again, right? Stopping the cycle, stopping the pattern is what's going to be happening at the beginning of this transition of this energy. It's going to lead to looking and really evaluating and understanding that you didn't feel you were important enough to take action, but you are going to be reconciling this within yourself, or realizing, as it's talking about third, it could be third party energy. There was something that you're reconciling with about what got in the way. What got in the way of you seeing your value, of you continuing to run these same patterns, and you're reconciling within yourself either about what hangs you up, what your beliefs are, what triggers you to continue in the same cycle around and around, but no more. This is ending. And you're discovering your self-worth and the action and the love that you have for yourself. She's here, you know, on this card alone. They all are alone. Maybe you have already pulled away from an energy, and that's why you can discover this. You can, because there's nobody on this merry-go-round. Usually there's a lot of people, and I don't see a lot of people. I see one single feminine energy across the board, right? And all these cards are not just feminine energy. There's masculine energy in there as well. But stopping the cycle, you're actually going to make the effort to cause this to come to an end, and it's going to allow you to see what stopped you from taking action, to standing up for yourself or having the love within you. But you're going to reconcile this, and you're going to reconcile it by transforming. And then you're going to make effort again, right, to reconcile where you won't go back to the past energy, where you've learned your lessons, where you understood the changes that needed to be made. Now, there could be somebody who tells you, if this is your energy, maybe somebody says to you something about why are you making fun of yourself, or why do you laugh at serious situations, or it could be this evaluation of, maybe you're understanding that you do this around other people because you haven't had this love and this value for yourself, and you didn't know how to, in a lovable way, understand. You like to just have a good time, and you don't really understand, because that's kind of who you are. But you ended up, like, there was a division though between, what I'm getting there. Yes, there was a division, and I'll finish that thought in just 1 second. But you felt, if this is your energy, Taurus, you felt like this is what friends wanted to see. You felt like friends wanted you to be the life of the party, or the clown, the one that clowns around, the non-serious, the one that is fun to be around. You could have had a lot of people who were calling you up, wanting to hang out. They felt, or you felt like this is who they knew, and that's who you needed to stay. But it's because you kept doing the same thing over and over again, devaluing, I'm hearing, yourself, when in reality, the true you is actually not. Sure, maybe you like to have fun, but it's not constantly being a trickster or being silly or trying to get people. Maybe it's been a situation where it's like that bait and switch type thing, where you present one thing, but it's actually another. Isn't that bait and switch, I think? And the truths are coming out about how valuable you actually are, that you can be serious, and you can be elite, and you can be this, you can take things seriously, and you have high values and high standards. And that's who you are at your core, right? In the single card, you can see there's the yellow or the golden. That's who you are at your core. And all of this around is just this pretend. A clown is pretend, right? Pretending with friends, pretending to be somebody different than who you truly were. But this is completely drained your energy, because it takes a lot of energy and time and effort to pretend to be somebody. And essentially it's a facade, or it's deceit, because it's not showing who you truly are. So you have to remember who you were with all these different people and put on that show again for everybody. And that takes a lot of energy and time and focus away from actually just being who you want to be. And I think you're discovering who your value. Discovering your value is not having to do the same thing over and over again, especially when it's just a circus. It's the same routine, the same behaviors, the same actions, the same words, the same, toxicity around you, or the toxicity that you agree to or accept. And the true you has much higher value and standards than the person that has been in the circus, that's been part of this amusement. This has been amusing maybe for your friends because they think you're the fun one. They want to hang out and they don't want you to change because you're the one who is the life of the party and you get things going, and they can feel comfortable hiding behind you socially if they in situations or whatever. And it's time that you're changing that in this energy and just really rediscovering deeper emotions. And I talked about that at the beginning of the read, that deepening those emotions is going to come in because we're going through that Piscean energy, right? And Pisces are the most emotional, intuitive sign. They're the last sign. And we are deepening our emotions and our understanding of who we are, where we are, what we're doing, and the people around us. I feel like I'm supposed to pull these to give us a little better idea. Then how is this going to happen? How's this reconciliation? What's the effort going to be? What's going to be required? Oh, so no, this is okay. This make the effort. It's saying you're making the effort here to pull this to a halt, this around and around, right? Because then you'll discover your worth and your value, that things start to get better as you value yourself. It's going to, but right here, as this is the, what you don't see coming, or the block, is that it's also going to, in your time of just completely being drained of emotion, of time, of energy, of money, whatever it is, you're going to have to reconcile these things within yourself. And it's going to have to take this effort, right? And you're going to have to put in this effort to move past who you have been for everybody else to truly be who you truly are. And it's going to take effort to do that. And that might be your challenge in February, is just moving past that and reconciling this past connection you had to who you were, and rediscovering who you truly are in front of others. Not just in the core when you're alone, but being vulnerable. She's naked, or she looks like she's bare top. Being vulnerable to show your authenticity. Why? I'm also getting solid, and I'm thinking about why I cannot say the word authenticity. Maybe it's just going to take a little more effort to get solid in this new you. All right, so tell me more. All right, that one popped out right there. Transmuting that energy, yep. That's exactly what you have to do. That is the reconciling part of discovering what the truths are and pulling that. So this is an 8, right? Well, it's actually a 44. You don't combine master numbers, add them together. But an 8 would be about like your life bringing you back to you. You're shedding your skin of who you used to be as you transmute who you used to be and reconcile that with any old behaviors, any toxic ways, any coping, any vices, any thoughts or childhood downloads, in any ancestral chains. Any of that is being transmuted. You're transmuting that as you reconcile this within you. Divine masculine, this is that action taking. You can see the colors. Coordinate. This is that action of balancing out that action, the transmuting into the being able to get past this into this, right? It's like a forging the gold, discovering the gold, pulling the gold up, right? Soulmate. That is a 13, that's a 4. You have 44, 2, 4. Here's 8. All of these, karmic path, right? This was part of your karma, is this lesson to learn this huge lesson about who you are and discovering. I feel like I'm supposed to be pulling out on that one. All right, that's it. I guess it's putting together the story. That just knocked that. Is somebody getting in the way of that? Oh, you need to, okay, so you're going to need to spiritually cleanse. So really get grounded and change this who's around you and any toxicities that are around you. Not let anybody get in your ear or knock you around. Maybe somebody's going to give you a hard time about this. The 50 is a 5. The 5 and the 5 just went underneath each other. So there is this change up that's happening, and there's another third eye. This is all about intuition. This is screaming at you, Taurus, to pay attention to your intuition, especially in the month that you start discovering this change of who you are. And there's opportunity at Talisman, and that's a 4 as well, right? So we've got 44, 2, 4, 8, 4, a 2 and a 4. That's 6 through focus, Sagittarian energy, and knowledge, which is a 7. And this is a 7. Did you see how those lined up? And 24 and 42, and they're the same colors, that same drab color. Do you see that? This could be through your own soulmate connection within yourself, your divine masculine, your divine feminine, actually taking action, your divine, through this transmuting and this using your intuition and really looking within of who you are, paying attention to your intuition. This Piscean energy is going to give an opportunity to balance out your feminine and your masculine and take action as you focus this. There could be somebody in your life, Taurus, who maybe you're focused on, a soulmate, or again, this could be their energy. Maybe they're focused, they're like driven. Somebody has been pushing them or catalyzing them. There's a merging of, maybe this is one of those situations where you're doing this on your end, Taurus, and then they're doing it energetically. They feel it and you're bringing them up because there's this soulmate energy that's in here as well. This could have been some type of karmic soulmate with this karmic path and soulmate who allowed you to see who you truly were and see what was happening here. And you can see it is progression because of the focus and the arrow. And because you are discovering this, you're very thirsty for this new information, this new knowledge, or you come about, like you learn something about this, about who you are. I still feel like it's a lot to do with like who you are. 7 is spirituality, right? So through this spiritual, you've got karmic past, spiritual cleansing, you've got transmuting, right? This is all very, maybe except for like the focus, this is all very 5D, higher self energy. And the single, to me, clarify the single as I'm going to pull some traditional tarot. Clarify the single for me. Does that mean that they are finally breaking free with this knowledge, or what? This, yep. This makes sense to me. Look at all these colors. They're all the same, right? You've been in great angst, or there has been worry or anxiety about maybe feeling like if you did show who you truly were, that you were going to maybe be left or abandoned, or you wouldn't fit in, or FOMO, you would miss out, or you wouldn't be accepted in who you truly were. And this held you back from having a complete and full life in every area. This kept you in the same circus, right? Well, this knowledge, this single is, you're finally getting the clarity. The Ace of Swords is about clarity. It's a new knowledge. Here's your knowledge, a new knowledge and understanding and wisdom. And it's going to be very much universally led with this karmic path, right? This understanding about taking action and doing so, right, this lies and deceit, or this 7 of Swords, pretending that you were something that you weren't, or worried. You're not going to be worried about this any longer, about truly showing who you are, your authenticity. And it comes through just this transmuting of all this energy and this understanding, and then this shift. I just did a read for Gemini, and I believe it's called The Shift, and it's kind of that same energy. Remember, energy kind of overlaps each other, and so your shifting could be shifting onto Gemini, I don't know, but you're getting the knowledge that there's finally healing, and you can become independent from this worry about if you truly showed yourself, if you became and lived the authentic you that you valued, that you want to value, especially after waking up to love that you have for yourself, or this internal growth that you have, that actually you go from, because you can finally see there's people, like you go back to the beginning. Oh, and that was another one too, or that was part of Gemini as well. This could be part of a Gemini energy as well. The duality between the two. Also, Gemini's read was about going back to go forward, and you can see going back to being, going back to that mind of innocence and being free. This could have been a situation that you felt very trapped in. And this is freeing you with this knowledge. It's freeing you up, becoming single from the worry and the fears, and healing that, and understanding that it is not only great that you are discovering this about yourself, you're growing, you're raising your vibration, and you're healing, but this is also going to bring in new opportunities and new possibilities. And it's going to bring in maybe even a family, a relationship, this energy of awareness and enlightenment. This is going to be an awakening, and this takes courage, but you're going to find in the courage that your financial, this is everything. The Ten of Pentacles is everything. Great happiness in finances, in emotions, in on the path that you're going, also in just your mental clarity. And so the outcome of this is going to of you becoming authentic is actually going to bring in even more than what you had over here. Because again, this was you single, right? This is you individual, or by yourself, or maybe you're lonely or just feel alone right now. And you think that even on the friends card, I want to make a point, even on the friends card, there's nobody on this card. So they're truly not there for you. They're truly not those deep rooted connections that are going to be with you long term. Friends come and go, right? But having it all, this 10 Pentacles right now is in the blocked position, like it's in the neutral position. But they're, through becoming independent or single from this healing time and understanding about your value and your worth, is going to bring you this card upright. It's gonna not switch. What did I say? It's, what was Gemini's? Is it switch? Oh my gosh, I'm getting tired. I can't remember what I just said. It's going to move this card to the upright for you as you go through this process. And I know that because it's a 10, so it's an ending card, and you're going from an 8 to a 10. It's just this little time in between, right, that you have to do this healing. And so we've got 9 and 7 and 4, right? That is, what is that? That is 20. The colors, and you can see like there have been people that have been in your ear. There have been your friends who have made you feel a certain way about yourself, or have contributed to your anxiety about this. And that's why you felt like you needed to lie about these things, or lie about who you truly were. But when you do get time alone, and you get time to actually heal this, because it's then being transmuted and you can actually turn it, right? Then, and you can turn this card and turn this energy through this new knowledge and information, then it actually is, this is a 20, right? Which is a 2, which is a balancing. You're able to balance out your divine feminine and your divine masculine, and you've taken the action. And so you've got the love for yourself, you've got the healing, you've got the transmuting of this pain and this falseness, right? And you're becoming independent. Like, these are the same colors, right? This soulmate could have been a part of, maybe it's a masculine soulmate, or it could just be the divine masculine within you. Like, this could be your divine feminine and masculine within you, and it's learning to use your divine masculine, that action, to take that action. But the single and the fishbowl are the same color, and this is about change. And you're finally like able to pursue this, because you're truly not being stuck anymore. There's no more block. You're not going around and around. You're actually becoming very authentic and real and genuine and priceless. Not becoming, you're discovering that you've had this all along, Taurus. This is the energy that I see for you. It's going to be very self-aware. The self-awareness in February for you is going to be huge. that and your intuition. And you're going to learn how to transmute pain through actually taking action to change it, because you want to change and you're tired. The steam's run out. You're drained. You have nothing left to give to this. That's what's going to catalyze you into taking action, balancing out your feminine and your masculine, and bringing the balance to these, in turn discovering how rare and valuable and beautiful and shiny and glowing, because she's beautiful. It's just, she's stunning. And that's female or male, whoever you are going to discover this about yourself. Anyways, that is what I have for you in the month of February, Taurus. And there you go. I hope that helps you. I say in the month of February, it's the February energy. When you hit it, is all up to the timeline and the divine, and how the divine's leading you, and your choices and decisions, and where you are in the river. Anyways, I hope that helps. You guys have a great night, and I will connect with you on the next video. Bye.